Hey everybody, welcome. My name is Kurt, aka the Vitruvian Gamer, and today I'm here to talk to you about a game that I just finished playing together with my wife Elisa, and that game is Escape Tales Low Memory by Board and Dice. Designers are Jakub Kaban and Bartosz Idzikowski, something like that. Now, this is a second game in this series. The first one was Escape Tales The Awakening. Now we have a different one, different team, and also other different things. This game is a cooperative game for 1 to 4 players and plays, the box says about 3 hours for each game. And I will talk to you why they come with 3 times 3. And this is actually a story-based kind of an escape room game with a lot of puzzle elements to it. So let's go to the table and let's take a look at what's inside the box without spoiling anything, I promise. There we go. This is Escape Tales Low Memory, what's inside of the box. Now, the big difference between the first one and this one is that this game, this story has, well, it has a rulebook of course, but it comes with 3 file cases, as you can see. Now, these are not spoilers, as these are, well, just here in the box. When you open the box, you can see them. Now, of course, I would advise you just to start with file 1 and go to file 3, of course, as the rulebook says as well. Now, what is going to happen in this game is you're going to read an introduction, and then you are going to start being diverted to paragraphs in this book. Now, each book, and I'm not going to spoil anything, has, and I'm just going to show it like this, has a whole bunch of paragraphs that you can read. And these books and the cards, because there are a whole bunch of cards, I think a total of 148 of these cards, they will guide you through this story. And the way that most of the time happens is by these location cards. Again, I'm not going to show you any of them, but these location cards, you will place them, normally face up, on this board here that comes with the game. And it has, as you can see, kind of a grid from A to D, 1 to 3. And with these action tokens, the red ones here, you're going to select which part of a room you're going to investigate further. Now, if you do, a lot of the times, well, you go to the website that is here inside of the book here. I think it is just right over here if you use a QR code. And that is going to give you a website where you can enter your solutions for a diversity of puzzles. Now, sometimes you need multiple cards for a puzzle, so then you will of course have to wait. The app will tell you if that's the case, and I was just starting up the app. So this, for example, and I will reset the game for you. So this is where you come when you do the QR code. You choose the right game, in this case Low Memory, English or apparently Japanese, and then you will have a code on the cards that you get, and that will tell you, this is not a spoiler by the way, you can just try to solve it, and that's not really a spoiler, you can ask the app how many cards you actually need. That is how we played the game, how we played the earlier game as well. Now, small note on the side, there's 22 of these red tokens in the game. The rulebook says 24, there apparently is somewhere mentioned that this is wrong in the rulebook, so, and you don't need 24, that's for sure. So when you solve one of those puzzles, you probably get directed to other cards, and that way you're getting a complete story together with all those paragraphs in these books. 3 files, well, I don't think it's really a spoiler. Of course, they will after a while all become one big giant story. And talking about the story without spoiling it, we enjoyed the story, but the only problem that we had was that, as you might expect from the title, low memory and how it looks. It's a year 2060. That's also not a spoiler. It's written on the back of the box. There are sometimes certain words and certain terms that are specific to a certain area of expertise that, as a non-English native speaker, we had some problems with grasping the complete story. Now, that being said, besides that, the story is very interesting. It managed to have some mystery about it, especially when you get into case 2 and start thinking, what the hell is happening here? Or what happened here? Very cool. It all comes together, very neat. But as I said, if you can get this game in your own language, if you don't speak English, I kind of would advise to, or your English has to be very, very good, especially in terms that have to do, well, probably with some computer or hacking stuff, as you might imagine. Besides that, we thoroughly enjoyed the game. We played it in 3 sessions, so we did every file in one different session. Did it last 3 hours? I don't think so. I think it's more about 2 hours for each file. But besides that, it did everything we expected it to do. And I'm looking forward to the third one with this game system. And there you go. That's how the game looks like. That's how the game plays a little bit, without giving anything away, of course. I have to be very careful with this review thingy. One thing I have to say about the puzzles that we got, most of them we really enjoyed. We always take a lot of notes and try to solve the puzzles. We copy stuff that's on cards so we can try and figure it out on piece of paper. And I think there were only 2, maybe 3 puzzles where we just couldn't figure it out. And even after, because the app allows you to get some hints as well. And in the end, even if you want the solution, I think there were 2 puzzles where we asked for the solution after a while because we couldn't figure it out. And even when we got the solution, with 1 or 2 of these puzzles, we still couldn't figure out why that was the solution and not something else that for us seemed possible as well. It might be our fault. I'm not blaming the game for it, but if you don't like it, it might happen. But most of the puzzles are very fun. They're not always that easy. If you play a lot of escape room games, you might have an advantage, but still, they are deep enough, interesting enough, different enough to enjoy this game very much. So for me, Escape the Slow Memory was a great experience, and as I said, looking forward to the third game with this game system for sure. So that's it. Thank you for watching, folks. Have you played this game? Let me know in the comments below. And well, thank you for watching. See you all next time. See you soon. Bye bye.